What's up with that?
Broken. Just like my marriage.
Things got that bad then?
Oh, we don't hate each other, but we just can't live together. And really, we should be getting a divorce, but I'm scared it'd ruin me financially. I mean, with my career and everything, the last thing I need at the moment is a long, drawn-out battle with lawyers, pinging letters backwards and forwards by snail mail. I mean, the whole process sounds way too drawn out and stressful.
Well, did you hear that Steve got divorced recently? Yeah, been on the cards for some time. But he used a process called collaborative law. He was well impressed.
How's that work then?
Well, like you, he was concerned about getting involved in a process that was going to impact his career. And as you know, he's a busy boy. Well, with collaborative law, you decide when the meetings with the lawyers take place, and by having constructive face-to-face communication, it cuts out loads of unnecessary correspondence.
Yeah, but he still had the hassle of going to court, I bet. And that's what I'd find most daunting.
Well, no, not at all. Apparently, with this collaborative law stuff, both sides make a commitment not to get the courts involved at all. The whole process, it seems, is open, transparent and courteous. And as you say, you and Tracy don't hate each other. So it would be nice if it was all amicable and you could stay friends.
So, it's just us and the lawyers at these meetings?
No, not at all. Steve says that's the beauty of it. It's not about just the legal stuff. It can involve other professionals, you know, the sort of people that you would want there, accountants and the like. Or even, if it helps, counsellors. You're both in control of the meetings, and as I said, they take place at times to suit you. You're not being summoned to turn up at their beck and call. Steve says it gives you much more flexibility to discuss issues that are important to you.
Well, sounds good, but does it really work?
Well, you know what Steve's like. He's not got where he is by being a huge risk taker. He doesn't like to buy into anything unless he can be sure of it succeeding. Apparently collaborative law's got a better chance of success than mediation because of the agreement they both have to sign to see it through. And both parties usually find that the settlement that they've reached themselves is far more palatable, as they would have gone into this committing to be fair and upfront with each other.
I bet it costs a fortune, though. I mean, Steve's a high flyer. I bet he can afford it.
Yeah, but remember, he doesn't throw money away. He says the cost is very similar to the more traditional method as far as the lawyers go. But remember, you don't go to court, so think of the savings there.
And what if it all goes wrong? We'd have to pay for a new lot of lawyers and do it all again the old way.
Well, there's your incentive to get it right first time, eh? I mean, seriously, you both need to be committed to this, but it's got to be worth it. I mean, think about it. It's quicker, so you can both get on with your lives, and apparently, although you don't need to be there, the courts have a lot of respect for the collaborative law approach when approving the agreement.
Do you know what? You've given me food for thought. How do I go about looking into this?
Well, apparently the main criteria are that both of your lawyers must be trained in the collaborative law process. But I'm sure there's a website where you can find out all about that kind of stuff. And of course, there is another good thing that'll come out of this. When you get a good settlement, you'll be able to afford to buy a new watch.
More information about collaborative law can be found on the Resolution website.